What if you could build a machine that prints money while you sleep? A machine that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, depositing cash into your account every single month, while you are on vacation, while you are spending time with your family, while you are doing the things you actually love. And what if you could build this entire machine starting with just a single $20 bill? It sounds impossible, especially when you are stuck in the paycheck to paycheck cycle. You work hard, you pay your bills, and at the end of the month, there's nothing left, maybe even less than nothing. $6,000 a month in passive income seems like a distant dream, a dream reserved for the wealthy, for people who started with advantages, for people who got lucky. You look at your bank account, see you can only spare $20 a week, and think, what is the point of $20? How can such a small amount ever make a real difference? That feeling of frustration is real. It is the feeling of running on a treadmill, working harder and harder but never getting any closer to your destination. You see stories online of people with massive investment portfolios, and it feels like they are playing a different game entirely, a game you were never invited to. The gap between where you are and where you want to be feels like a giant canyon, impossible to cross. But what if that is the wrong way to look at it? What if that $20 is not just a small amount? What if it is actually a seed? A tiny, powerful seed that, when planted in the right soil and given enough time, grows into a massive money tree. A tree so large it provides you with $6,000 of shade and fruit every single month. There's a proven path to get there, a path that does not require a huge inheritance or a lucky break. It requires a different way of thinking. It requires a strategy. And it all starts with that $20 bill. This is about a simple system that anyone can use to build real wealth. We will break down the exact steps to turn $20 a week into financial freedom, the specific investments, the strategies, and the mindset you need. If you are ready to start building your money machine, let's begin. First, you need to understand the most powerful force in finance. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. Imagine a tiny snowball at the top of a long hill. You push it and it starts rolling. As it rolls, it picks up more snow. The bigger it gets, the more snow it picks up. It accelerates, growing faster and faster, all on its own. That is compound interest with your money. When you invest $100 and earn 10%, you have $110. Next year, you earn a return on the full 110. You earn $11. Now you have 121. Your money makes money. Then the money your money made makes its own money. It is a beautiful cycle of growth. Starting early is more important than starting with a lot. The person who starts investing $20 a week in their 20s will end up with more than someone who starts investing $200 a week in their 40s. Why? Their money had more time to compound, more time for the magic to happen. What does this look like with $20 a week? You invest $20 every week, $1,040 a year. If you put that into an investment earning 10% per year, the historical average of the stock market, the numbers get exciting. After 10 years, you invested $10,400. Your account is worth nearly $18,000. After 20 years, you invested $20,800. Your account is worth over $66,000. After 30 years, you invested $31,200. Your account is almost $200,000. After 40 years, you invested $41,600. Your money grew to $552,000. Compounding turned $42,000 into more than $500,000. That is the power we will harness. Now, $500,000 is amazing, but not $6,000 a month. This is where strategy gets interesting. $20 a week is your foundation, but it is not the whole story. It is the first pillar of a three-pillar strategy. Let's talk about pillar one. This is where your $20 goes to work. The goal is consistency and simplicity. The best way is investing in a low-cost, broad market index fund, specifically an S&P 500 index fund. This is a basket holding pieces of the 500 largest companies in America: Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Instead of trying to pick winners, you bet on the entire American economy to grow. Historically, that has been a very good bet. You get instant diversification. If one company does poorly, it has very small impact. You also benefit from incredibly low fees. These funds are passively managed. More of your money stays working for you. This is the set it and forget it part. Open an account with Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. Set up automatic transfer of $20 from your bank every week. Have that money automatically invested into an S&P 500 index fund like VOO. That's it. You built the foundation of your money machine. This single action, repeated consistently, separates people who build wealth from those who do not. It is about discipline, paying yourself first, making your financial future a priority. $20 a week is a vote for a wealthier future. Every week you invest, you cast another vote. When you see your account grow, something shifts. You start seeing yourself as an investor. You start looking for ways to invest more, which brings us to pillar two. Pillar two is accelerating your contributions. $20 a week is your starting line, not finish line. The goal is increasing that amount over time. This shrinks your timeline from 40 years to 20 or 15. We call this the contribution snowball. Your first year, you invest $1,040. What if year 2 you increase to $30 a week? That would make $1,560 a year. Year 3, $40 a week, $2,080 a year. These small increases have massive impact because they also compound for decades. Where does extra money come from? Being intentional. Track your spending. At the end of the month, look at spending and ask, is this purchase more important than my financial freedom? Is that daily $5 coffee more important than buying back years of your life? Often, you can find an extra $20, $50, or $100 monthly just by cutting things that do not bring real value. But the real accelerator is increasing income. For most people, there is a limit to cutting, but no limit to earning. This is where side hustles come in. Good at writing, do freelance work, organized, offer virtual assistant services, have a car, deliver food. There are countless ways to earn an extra few hundred monthly. Every dollar of extra income should go straight into your investment account. If you add an extra $100 a week, you invest $6,240 a year. At 10% return, your portfolio could cross $500,000 in just 25 years. You shaved 15 years off your journey. As your income grows, commit to investing a large portion of every raise. This combination of cutting expenses, increasing income, and investing raises is the holy trinity of wealth acceleration. You are no longer just a consumer. You are an investor, buying assets, buying back your time, buying freedom. Pillar 3 is building the income engine, transitioning from growing your money to turning it into steady passive income. We do this through dividend investing. Once your portfolio reaches $10,000 or $20,000, you can incorporate this strategy. What are dividends? When you own a stock, you own a piece of that company. When that company makes profit, it can distribute some to owners. That distribution is a dividend. A cash payment you receive just for owning the stock. The first time you get a dividend payment is magical. Money you did not work for. Your money making money. One reliable approach is focusing on dividend aristocrats. Companies in the S&P 500 that have increased their dividend payment every year for at least 25 consecutive years. Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble. Stable businesses that reward shareholders through good times and bad. They provide reliable, growing income. Another approach is looking for higher dividend yields. The yield is annual dividend divided by stock price. If a stock is $100 and pays $4 annually, its yield is 4%. You can find solid companies and funds paying 4 to 6%. Real estate investment trusts, or REITs, are good places to look. They own properties and must pay out most income as dividends. The real secret is reinvesting your dividends. This is called a dividend reinvestment plan, or DRIP. When you receive a dividend, instead of taking cash, the brokerage automatically buys more shares. What does this do? Puts compounding on steroids. Your shares pay dividends. Those dividends buy more shares. New shares pay even more dividends. A self-reinforcing cycle that turns a modest portfolio into an income powerhouse. As your portfolio grows, so does dividend income. At first, a few dollars monthly, then 20, then 50, then hundreds, eventually thousands. This is the income stream that will replace your paycheck. The fruit from the money tree you planted with that first $20. Now let's map the exact path to $6,000 monthly. $6,000 a month is $72,000 a year in passive income. How big of a portfolio do you need? This depends on your withdrawal rate. Financial planners recommend a 4% withdrawal rate. Divide $72,000 by 4%. You get $1.8 million. That number might seem intimidating, but we have seen how small weekly investments grow into massive sums. Here's the roadmap. Phase 1 is the foundation. Years 1 through 5. Your focus is consistency. Investing $20 weekly, no matter what. Also focused on the contribution snowball. Tracking spending, cutting waste, increasing income. Your goal is getting that weekly contribution up to $50 or $100 by year 5. Phase 2 is the acceleration. Years 5 through 15. Your income has increased. You invest every raise. Side hustle income is growing. Weekly contributions are now several $100s. You start adding dividend stocks and ETFs. You turn on the drip. During this phase, your portfolio hits critical mass. Growth comes not just from contributions, but from compounding and dividend reinvestment. You cross $250,000, then $500,000. Phase 3 is the income machine, years 15 and beyond. Your portfolio is a powerful engine. $750,000, $1 million or more. Dividends alone generate thousands yearly, still being reinvested. Your contributions are important, but portfolio growth is now the dominant force. You continue until hitting your target, $1.8 million. If you start with $20 weekly and increase contributions to average $200 weekly, while earning 10% annually, you could hit $1.8 million in about 35 years. If you accelerate more, averaging $300 weekly, you could get there in under 30 years. It is a marathon with a finish line worth every step. Once you hit your number, you turn off the drip. You start taking dividend payments as cash. At 4% yield, your 1.8 million portfolio generates 72,000 yearly, 6,000 monthly. You built the machine. You are financially free. This journey is about more than numbers. It is personal transformation, taking control of your financial destiny. Every dollar invested is a declaration of independence. Every dividend received is a taste of freedom. It starts with a simple choice. The choice to take that $20 and plant it instead of spending it. The choice to believe in the power of time and consistency. The choice to build a better future, 1 week at a time. What is the first step? Open a brokerage account. Link your bank. Set up that automatic $20 weekly investment into an S&P 500 index fund. That's it. You have taken the first step on the path to financial freedom. You pushed the snowball down the hill. If you found this helpful and are ready to take control of your financial future, subscribe to Frankie Finance for more wealth-building strategies. Hit the like button if this opened your eyes to what is possible. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message, someone who feels stuck, someone who thinks they can never build wealth. Leave a comment below telling us your financial goal. What would you do with an extra $6,000 a month? How would that change your life? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.